people ever. Why? Because of the emergence of the Black culture. That's what shaped economics, creativity, and innovation, evolving into the most successful entrepreneurs in the world. According to many magazines like Forbes, the Black culture has mastered transforming creative ideas into viable business models, resourceful processes, and industry best practices. I want you to know that the Black culture provides a blueprint of building insurmountable value to the world. They are the most oppressed culture, so that other cultures frequently contend to take credit for their creativity, innovations, and inventions. They continue to be a booming economic force of the United States. The resilience of Black people has and will always be cultural trendsetters in the United States. But we do need to address two areas within our culture, because Black people have been stolen from, used, and abused throughout generations and bred by generational trauma. Black people have been trained to hold on to everything and not share in advancements, promotions, or progressions out of fear that their own brothers and sisters will betray them. Not realizing that betrayal is inevitable in any culture during any given event. We fear sharing because not only have other races stolen from us, but our own cultured people steal from us. And being held back for so long produces a bitterness in the Black culture that is indescribable in any other race aligned with this trauma. So here is an excerpt from the Freeman Institute and has been credited to Willie Lynch. It says, listen carefully, because we need to teach and we need to let our people know what this is all about, especially the younger generation. The Willie Lynch letter says, it was a white slave owner who wrote, I shall give you an outline of action, but before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy is stronger than adulation, respect, and admiration. The Black slave, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old Black male versus the young Black male, the young Black male against the old Black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all Blacks, but it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. So this is what I want you to know. From that letter, he says, in closing, gentlemen, these kits are keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If you use these intensively for 1 year, the slave themselves will remain perpetually, watch this, distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen. So for Black History Month, what I want to say to you is, now that you've been educated on the Willie Lynch letter, I want to say congratulations and celebrate this moment. This is a celebration to the Black culture for breaking that process. Yes, breaking that process. If truth be known, we would not have Black judges, but a Black president, a Black vice president, Black congressmen, Black attorneys, Black governors, Black commentators, and TV personalities. We would not have Black billionaires or millionaires. Again, I say, congratulations that Willie Lynch letter is not who we are. It is our time to refute that final statement of his letter, and that is to know that love, respect, and trust comes from God and not man. God would not allow the mistrust in your life to be the pain you cannot overcome. Trusting each other has to come with the freedom of knowing that God is with you in your struggle. See, when I feel like I cannot trust, I turn to God and I ask him to take me beyond what that person is trying to stop me from accomplishing or achieving. But God has the final say. That's what I say to myself. It may feel like the crabs in the bucket adage, but it is simply the indoctrinal trust passed down from generation to generation that can be noted as what I call survival mode. See, our fight for survival affects every area of our being as Black people. The Black culture has been conditioned not to trust, not to share, not to support each other. The Black culture has an operant conditioning through generational trauma to take us from each other to survive and interact with our own environments. We not only learn from our experiences, but we observe and imitate very well because of it. Ooh, I love that part. Black people have been generally traumatized to hold on to everything they get because of how difficult it has been for the Black culture to sit on a bus, to stand in a line to vote, struggle with imprisonment and being shot and killed at the highest rates. See, our innovation and our inventions have been stolen from us so that other races may thrive and receive that credit. So the next time you feel a certain way about your brother or your sister, say to yourself, oh, they're in survival mode. I can't be offended. I've been there. We understand. See, healing and recovery will come faster as the Black culture could thrive more than ever than before, ever. Black people, do whatever it takes to vote in this season. Your culture survival depends on it. Do not say you cannot help the imprisonment of the Black culture when you can sit on a jury instead of saying you don't want to be responsible for someone's life. Guess what? You are responsible when you do nothing. And in the system that unjustly convicts, don't wait until it's your child, your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, or cousin. Don't wait till they're being charged with a crime to get upset with the system. Don't avoid another jury summons. Look at it as giving back to your community. I hope that during Black History Month, not only do you see what we've accomplished and everybody showing you photos and clips of what people have done over the years in our history, but also accepting this very moment of what the Black community and culture has already accomplished. Thank you so much. Be blessed and highly favored.